Blackbeard Marshall D Teach, one of the 4 emperors, SHFiguarts. He finally came out. This figure, man, this figure, I love it. I do love this figure, but they could have so easily made it so much more amazing. Because he doesn't come with any of the Blackbeard powers. At this point, One Piece, as you can see with Luffy bouncing around, Ace with all his fire, One Piece is about freaking devil fruits, okay? Okay, I know they use hockey a lot, that's cool, hockey's great, but goddamn, it's devil fruit users. We have a man who has 2 devil fruits. He has the Tremor fruit that he got from Whitebeard, he has the dark fruit that he stole from Thatch, murdered him for it. You do a big ol' honkin' figure. I paid what? Back in the day, I can't remember how much I paid in 2024. When I check now, I think they refunded me a bit, so I paid like $170 shipped from Amazon Japan, which is awesome, fantastic. I love Amazon Japan. But it's like, would it kill you to do a goddamn like tremor effect and a black hole effect? Like, we're already $200 in the hole. If you have to charge me like 40 more for some goddamn effects, just do it while we're there. Because you get this figure, and yeah, you can do some awesome poses, you know. I've experimented around, because he is a big, chunky, beefy boy, where he's basically like a barrel in the torso that does articulate, so you can do some interesting stuff, but it's also very strange, and he's hampered by a mix of a cool cloth cape and then the flaps and oddly very freaking articulated legs. Like you can do the freaking like Nika like Joy Boy, dark Joy Boy poses, because Blackbeard maybe secretly is the true Joy Boy, but you do all this stuff and you want to do his cool Tremor shit, you know. He's prepping that, he's doing a thing, his hand pops off easy, but there's no freaking effects. So, just why? What's holding you back? You're releasing a $200+ figure, and you don't do effects? I'm sure you're gonna do DLC down the line. You teased what effects would look like, how cool it would be on the goddamn box. I don't know, what the fuck. Let me calm down. Let's take a look at the packaging. Moment of zen. Here we go with the packaging experience. Right off the bat, this kind of irks me, right? So SHFiguarts, they didn't include any like accessories or nothing on this guy, but they have the nerve on the back to make it look like, here's the cool stuff we could have done. Yeah, so Marshall D Teach. Look at that. You have like the big side thing. This is a big whopper of a box. Less big than the Kaido box was, which I kind of appreciate. You have all like the stickers and everything. Thing on the bottom. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Pretty sick. That's a Z laugh. Okay, good God. Sometimes you think like, wow, I have a ridiculously big good God, he's so heavy. I have a ridiculously big filming setup, and then you realize like, oh no, it's actually not even big enough sometimes. So here's the instructions. Velcro coat, which is really interesting, not a peg. You have the guns, you have like the head thing, you have the hands, and that's it. And then the stand. You have a real crotch hugging stand. You have the Luffy thing. Oh Lord. Oh God. Ooh, gosh, he is just huge. Like, oh, we're losing Luffy. If you look at him next to like Trafalgar, oh fucking hell! Oh no! Look at that. Oh, that's a whole. That's a. I don't know. There is a point where it's like the figures just become like so unwieldy. So there he is next to freaking Trafalgar Law. We have a Luffy over here next to Luffy. Just putting like right in the bam bam. yeah, so there's the cool packaging. A cool packaging experience. I like how it's more smaller than Kaido. And you can see in general the way he compares to Kaido. Kaido is still the king of the beasts. He's the king of the line still. You can see he towers over Blackbeard. But Blackbeard, he still towers over Luffy, Ace, Shanks. And so the four emperors, I assume we're going to get a buggy from them. There's a third-party buggy coming. I can't wait to get that. But I assume we'll get like a proper Emperor buggy and a proper Emperor Shanks. Maybe then they'll do some kind of four Emperors accessory pack. I don't know, because I'm sure they'll skim on the other ones. So what do you get? He comes with a lot of cool stuff. Kind of. You get like a bunch of hands, right? Let me put him down. He can stand on his own. It's just... he's not freaking reliable. You have to be very careful. So he gets all these cool hands, which I love the hands. The hands are super neat. He's got all the rings. He's got like the hairy back of the hand. So you get all the hands, except hands to hold the pistols, but you get all the hands that you would want to do if you did have devil fruit effects, but you don't have any, right? So you have those. You get a bevy of faces. So you get like a grinny face like that with the teeth, and you can like look at the tooth differences maybe. That's important detail. Like a open, kind of a more happy face. And you get like the hat pops off. Pooper. Super easy. Super easy. You get more of like an angry open face. And of course you get a Gear 5 Luffy face, right? Which is pretty cool. Like he's like happy, he's angry. And then you get, of course, his stand. Oh, Luffy's going down. Which you connect, the stand you connect into the crotch. It like... So it works really nicely. Once he's on the stand, you can do all sorts of stuff. So it's a way better stand than Kaido. The cloth goods cape, it does look like a big ShamWow towel cape. Which I guess that's how it looks in the anime. It is Velcro. So there's no peg, which I actually kind of love this. What's kind of annoying, though... on him, they did this part. And some people think it's magnets. That's just like... they wanted, I guess, to break up the Velcro. I don't know what that's all about. So if you're posing without the cape... because he does do stuff without the cape. Good luck. You don't have any recourse. So put the hat on. That's cool. So, yeah, let's get into the articulation. He does have, like... SHFiguarts, they can't, it's like against the law for them to do a regular shoulder, right? It's always this like weird, like Revel Tech kind of thing, and I'm afraid of breaking it because I don't understand how it quite works. There is metal in it, so it's like sturdier than you would think, but it's a great like shoulder look, so I get why they like that, but it's also like, goddamn, help a brother out. So he can do a full Townsend. You can see how like fucking scared I am of breaking it. He does have a bicep cut, and then he does have double jointed elbows, which is neat. Of course the sculpt doesn't let you actually do it. He does have, again, metal in the hands, so this guy, he's not loose. I mean, the legs may be a little loose. Also accessories, this is a good time to go over those. He does have the 3 pistols that come with it. He can't hold the pistols, like I said, but you get cool pistols, and you just... how did I fucking do it? Oh my god, did I pull these out and immediately, like, forget how they work? Okay, like that. So they have, like, these unsightly gash in the belly. Okay, they flip. I forget that they face a different way, which is interesting. So you put that in there. I'm all over the place, and that's cool. So he has like some ab crunch going on. It's a weird thing because, again, it feels like a hollow clamshell. He has up top, and he has like neck movement. So So the neck you can twist around. The freaking hat is gonna come off all the time, but it pops right back on. So you have like various twist. The leg articulation, boom, splits that way. He's like the most limber fat guy you have ever seen. Bam, splits that way. Metal in there. I think it's a single joint technically, but it behaves kind of like one. No twist. He has a nice like rocker thing, and then he has the toes, right? But then you get into this stuff. The freaking flaps. I mean, truth be told, like the flaps, they're not too bad, but they do become fucking unwieldy. What I wish they would have done, they could have kept like the shoulders here, but just do everything else. Like do all this part as like a plastic or cloth. Cloth is the word. Word of the day. You could do like a cloth all the way down, right? That would work. Or maybe let me switch it. I don't know. Like, I understand they like the sculpt, they like the paint. But you could do partial cloth goods. Because this stuff, I don't know. You have like the pegs. And you can take this out, right? I think you can even like, you can pull it out of the body itself. But it's a little hard to get it in. There we go. That one. So, and it actually looks fine. Like, I don't know. He doesn't even need his coat to be that long. I'm too lazy. But you can see, so you can do stuff. Because there are poses you can do, of course, like when he's fighting Ace without the full coat and whatnot. So maybe you want to take that off for better range and less hassle. And that's where you can see like the legs more. So the leg articulation is just wildly fantastic. The problem is, though, so his articulation, it's a mixed bag. It's technically fantastic, but he's such like a big potato barrel man that it's really just like arms and legs. So he can like touch his toes, which is dope. You're doing like back, you're doing forward. So you can do all these like cool poses. You could get him like a little throne, you know, you could do everything that way. But in terms of standing, it's just the weight distribution is just kind of fucked. So you can suss it out and do it. And so it's like, okay. But it's like, he's like very unsteady. So I wouldn't trust it on the shelf, you know, and I would always use the stand as much as possible. Just for that security. And the stand, I like the crotch clip. Whoever was like, crotch clip guy, you're a genius. Thank you. That's awesome. So people have been asking me, how's the articulation? It's good. But it's also kind of like the way his legs are set. So it's a mixed bag, but I have no problems with the articulation. As I've been posing him and having fun with him, the only thing I have problems with is there's no freaking effects. Like, you can buy, and I could get like smoke effects and maybe like paint them black or maybe even get some of the fire effects and maybe paint them black or whatever. And maybe they even have like a purpley blackish one. I have this effect set with Ace, right? As we saw, like, Ace is lighting him on fire, and that's pretty cool. But you need the effects. Without the Quake and the Dark Fruit, he's just like a boxer, which is cool, but I truly don't get it why they couldn't take it over the top. You know, you're already there, you're almost at 100%, and they're like, we could go 70 or 80. I don't get it. And then if they do a DLC, the DLC is limited because only people who bought Blackbeard will want to buy the DLC because they're the Blackbeard effects. So it's like, why not just... I don't know. I don't get SH Figuarts. It's a cool figure, though. So like, if you do want to do the face swap, there's the face comes off. Super nice and easy. There's no freaking whiskers like Kaido. The beard swaps off. And then it's interesting, actually. It works really nice. You put that on there. You put the face back in. Look the head up. Put the hat on. And then you're ready to rock and roll. So it's super cool. I don't know. I'm torn on this figure. So I paid, like I said, $170 for it. Amazon Japan. They shipped it. I swear to God, they ship... it's like 3-day shipping. They might as well be overnight shipping it. $170. I don't feel bad paying $170 for it. But again, if it was $200 with effects, I don't know, because effects can just make the figure. Like, we have the CT Toys Gambit. if he didn't have this, he'd be a way less cool figure, right? Or the Mafex Gambit. It's like, just do these, I can even forgive, like, if you really don't want to do cloth goods on the coat, fine, I get it. We'll do the weird peg. But give me a goddamn dark fruit effect. Give me the tremor effect. So this figure's good, but it's not great, and it's purely because SH Figuarts is just, I don't know, unambitious. Like today I made a video on the Joy Toy King of Fighters. They did a second wave, you know, and the King of Fighters so far, all their figures, they come with stunning effects, right? These are all in their price point. They're like, here, it's $40. There you go. You want this figure, here's all the cool effects for it. You have a complete package. You have a complete awesome version of the figure. Why they can't do that? Because we're already so much money in the hole. You can charge us a little more and do some goddamn effects. And I know they've sent out the surveys like, do you want us to do DLC? Would you rather have it in the box? If I'm doing, God, these like fucking plastic things. If I'm already paying so goddamn much, do the effects and charge me a little more. Like, there's just something fucking crazy about that. I did order, because some of the Band Presto figurines come with some cool effects. So I ordered like a Blackbeard that has the Quake thing, and I'm hoping that works with this. I guess we'll see. And I'll track down something to do for the dark fruit. But man, this figure is just, it's so close, even for all its like weird clunky flaws. It's just so freaking cool to have a Blackbeard. We need effects. So yeah, if you're thinking about getting this, Kaido over the years, he went down in price. I assume Blackbeard will do the same. So if you want to play the waiting game and get him cheaper if he goes on sale with the whole like tariffs thing, I don't know how that shakes out, but I don't regret this. He's super freaking rad. Like, just look at him. I love him. Just give me some goddamn effects. You did Ace. Ace was so fantastic with all his fire and his gun hands and stuff. And then you pull back. Ace even had cloth goods. Like, Shanks has cloth goods. It's like, Blackbeard has cloth goods, but they were like, we got to do a flap. I don't know. Do some fucking accessories. And this would just be like an all-time 10 out of 10 figure. Maybe I'm just a huge One Piece fan, and so that clouds my judgment, and you just want to see a giant Blackbeard and his big meaty hands, and you can't help but love it. So, I don't know. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Because I know a lot of people, they're angry about the effects too. Because that's what's robbing this of the value, I think. Even though they've made some great improvements, it's a baffling choice. But yeah, if you love this figure, let me know. I love this figure, frankly. The more I posed it, the more I had fun with it. If you hate it, I get it. But yeah, thanks for watching. As always, take care of yourselves.